That's my first knockdown.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Welcome back. I am a friendly pest. Today I'm playing Thrill of the Fight 2, playing this natively on a MetaQuest 3 and recording it natively on a MetaQuest 3. Today, it's going to be a good day. In my opinion, this is the best competitive multiplayer experience you can play in a video game that I have experienced. Now, I'm going to try to keep this concise in the beginning, and then we'll move forward, so I won't talk too much. I grew up in a time when online multiplayer was not the norm, right? We could do it a little bit with our dial-up modems with Half-Life mods, but my connection where I lived was so poor that this was a once-in-a-while thing, and it didn't work very well, and the latency was terrible. My first quality online multiplayer experience was Halo Combat Evolved on the original Xbox at my friend's house because he had cable internet, and he was the only one of my friends that had that. So people today grow up at a time where they can just competitive multiplayer everything just off their phone in their pocket. I came from a time when they didn't exist, and when it came to fruition, when it came to be, it was an incredible thing, right? I used to think about playing Halo Online. I used to dream about playing Halo Online all the time because it was new and it was exciting. And I couldn't wait for my friends and I to figure out new strategies, new positions, figure out the weapon timers, what weapons that he wanted to use, why I used this to work together in this strategy, what our flag runs were going to be. It was a time before the plethora of guides and videos to immediately tell you what best weapon combination to use, what routes to take, little trick jumps to get through different areas. That stuff didn't exist. And it was absolutely thrilling, right? And then that kind of came to pass, right? So nowadays, competitive multiplayer is something that is just stressful for me. It is not fun, except for this. I'm a little winded. I tried to warm up before I play this, so I'm trying to talk, but if I sound out of breath, it's because I am. One important thing before you do anything like this, any boxing, you want to warm up, you want to stretch out. You don't want cold muscles and then be throwing punches and hurt yourself. Trust me, especially at my advanced age, it's a thing. Back to my point, when I play this, for those that don't know, there is a first version of this game, and you fight non-player characters, and it's super fun. It's great. It works fantastic. It's got a mixed reality mode, a full immersion mode. Thrill of the Fight 2 is in early access. It's $10, and currently online multiplayer only. So you're playing against other players. It's got a ranking system. It's fantastic. Now, like all things, people are going to try to exploit it, but the spirit of the game, if you've got the play space to do it, to go online and box against other people, it's something that childhood me could only dream of, and it exists today. And I can say every time I play this, I have the best time ever. I'm completely exhausted at the end of it, and then I just want to play it so bad until I'm able to play it again. And honestly, I'm usually so sore afterwards that I only get to play this every couple of days, at least until I build up to it. And I am not an amateur boxer, I'm not a professional boxer, but my friend and I have been boxing a couple times a month at least, probably for the last year. And then also I practiced karate for 9 years. So combat sports isn't completely new to me, even if I wouldn't even be considered a novice real life boxer, right? Still, doing this, because you have to stop your own punches, you don't bounce off of something, the muscle engagement, it's a tremendous workout. We're going to jump in. I just loaded into the game. You hold this button on left. Real quick, I'm going to show you a few things on the training dummy, and then I'm going to try to find a match. I'll probably put some music over the actual fighting, so you're not hearing me huff and puff dramatically the whole time. Let me know if you prefer that or don't. Sorry for the lengthy intro. I usually keep these short and sweet, but I wanted to highlight how this has reinvigorated me for competitive online multiplayer in a way that I haven't experienced since I was probably 16. And it's super exciting for me, and I'm stoked, and I wanted to share that. But let's go. So you got this kind of like tablet thing here. Don't kill yourself, blah, blah, blah. Stand up straight, look this in the eye, set your height, right? I use room scale. I highly recommend room scale. If you don't use room scale, you wind up stuck in place, kind of. Well, I think you can move around with your analog stick, but if you don't have the play area, people just come into range and you swing until the bell rings, and it's crazy exhausting and probably not exactly into the spirit of actual boxing. So we're definitely room scaling it. We'll go over to the dummy real quick. You can customize your character, like skin tone, glove color, that sort of thing. We're not going to worry about that right now. Ooh, test the new damage system. Let's go. One thing I've noticed, if you just touch the dummy, it doesn't do much. If you punch through the dummy, you get a lot better hit. So that's fast, but I'm touching it. Not much. It's about the same force. Look at the damage. And I've noticed people have figured out that like the distance you travel increases the damage. I consider that sort of an exploit, because nobody's going to punch from here, but people will. When you're online playing, I've got this chain around my neck, and it's going to be a real problem when I do this. I've also noticed they use that for hooks, where they'll swing super wide and fast. I've actually got a little bit of a shoulder injury, so I'm going to have to be careful on this right now. They'll come like super wide like that. People are going to exploit those mechanics, at least until the developers can patch it out. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to keep my shots straight. I'm going to try to roll. Try to hit it square. If you slip off, it seems like it doesn't do much. You get the idea. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Just a few things I figured out on the dummy. We'll try to find some match. You can also invite your friends into play, and I think you can change the number of rounds and how long the rounds are. Currently ranked is like 3 3-minute rounds. So we'll see if we can find a match. So it found a match pretty quickly for me. Sometimes it doesn't. Depends how many people are online. Seems like this game's selling pretty well. So
Seconds out.
I'm going to try to stay in motion. You notice you probably touch gloves at the beginning. Good sportsmanship in this
Box
game.
on.
I'm still stuck in this tiny play area. I've got to work on that.
Stop!
So, I'm exhausted. The play area is set too small for some reason. I'll have to figure that out. First round went really well. He's trying to crowd me and throw to the body, but he doesn't seem to have much hand speed, and he's not trying to exploit any mechanics. So, first round felt solidly mine. Need to concentrate on my breathing. I'm clenching like I'm going to get hit for real. And I need to breathe. He's got 2 more rounds, and if I gas out, he's saving his energy. He'll tear me up. 1 minute break in between rounds, and we'll get back to it.
Mouthpieces in. Seconds out.
Okay.
Get ready.
Good luck, my friend. Good move. First knockdown.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, ready? Fight.
Nice. We landed a good one. Really great second round for me. I'm exhausted. It feels so good. He gets close, but he doesn't have any head movement. And I wouldn't say I'm fighting all that well, but I can't move because my play area is set wrong, which that's on me. Fortunately, this guy's a little slower than I am, and throwing real light shots to the body that I don't have to worry about too much. He did land a really good uppercut, but I was able to recover. Overall, a fun opponent who's not trying to cheat the game, so that's off to him. Last round. So we pulled out the win. Cool opponent. Very gracious in defeat. You can look at the match details. That knockdown gave me a really strong win. So that's by round. But you can also look at damage. He scored more than I thought he did. So hats off to him. Those light body shots were doing more than I expected, because I thought I was way ahead of him on points. And I was only a few hundred points ahead of him each round on average. So he did better than I thought. That higher volume, lower body shots. And I was kind of picking power shots up top and going to the body just a little bit. I couldn't go to the body much because he was down low when you get tangled up in the gloves. But 3 shots to the head. I wore out really quick. I'm very sore from playing this, and I've been running again. So had to kind of step off the gas a little bit and pace myself in that last round. I still felt very confident that I won the match, and I did, but not by the margin I expected to have won. So this has been thrill of the fight too. And despite the fact I messed up my play area, which I'm going to try to figure out real quick, I love it. Now, ordinarily I'd have it set to a big area, and I can really move around, jab in, feint, and I feel like that's a lot more fun than kind of being in the pocket the whole time and hoping for the best. Fortunately, my opponent didn't have the stamina to just berserk me the entire time, and I'd have been just on the back foot, breathing hard, getting my butt handed to me the whole round. In this case, I was able to keep pace with him, despite the fact I'm breathing hard now. And that's with my fan on my headset strap going full speed, and I've got the temperature in this room lower than normal, and I'm wearing shorts. I love it. I love it. This is so much fun. I wished I had my play space set correctly, because I'm really more of a distance fighter, and I love the psychological cat and mouse of the feint and the fake and moving in and trying to land and slip and roll out and let him swing and counter. That is so fun. With my play area set this small, that's hard for me to do, but I was able to keep my guard up for the most part. He only landed 2 really good shots the whole fight, so I feel pretty good about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this as well. I cannot recommend this enough. If you've got the play area, if you're into fitness, if you just want to experience the competitive multiplayer in a way that is as exciting, more exciting than it was in the glory days, the golden days, whenever we were first playing online and everything was new and you didn't have guides everywhere and everybody knew how to min-max everything and you were just online trying to figure it out and have fun. Those were good times. And this brings some of that back, because despite the fact there are exploits in the distance of the punch and stuff, a lot of this is just what kind of condition you're in and how well you can move, because boxing's a lot about footwork, it's about timing, it's about position, about being stepped out so your angles work well, having that speed, the precision to land on the marks you need to land on that increase the damage, punching through your target, getting out of there in a defensive way. It is absolutely thrilling. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to put it up on Friday. So hopefully you had a good week. Hopefully you got some fun weekend plans. Hopefully you're spending your free time with the people you want to spend your free time with. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this tiny channel. Have a nice day.